When it comes to military excellence and prestige, no unit can compare to La Légion étrangère, the French hidden spear. With a history as old as time, the tale of this French military unit is one of bravery, valor, and fraternity. Here's everything you need to know about La Légion étrangère. History and origin. The French Foreign Legion is a special branch of the French Army and boasts a history that dates back to King Louis Philippe's time. The monarch laid the foundation of the elite unit on March 10, 1831, to strengthen the French colonial rule in Algeria. Interestingly, soldiers recently relieved of duty from Swiss and German foreign regiments of the Bourbon monarchy were the ones who enlisted for duty. As the military group welcomed men from an array of different backgrounds into its ranks, French citizens were spared from fighting on the front lines for their country. Over the years, the Legion has risen through the ranks as a cornerstone of the country's history, defending its lines on the unforgiving landscapes of North Africa, the tumultuous battleground of World War I, and even in modern-day Afghanistan. Since its foundation, the Legion has lost a collective of about 40,000 men in the line of duty. Motto. Despite enlisting men from different backgrounds, every member of the Legion adheres to one motto, Legio Patria Nostra, which means the Legion is our fatherland. The motto perfectly embodies the strong ties of unity and fraternity that bring together the Legionnaires under one flag. Regardless of their roots, the Legion is a place where these brave soldiers forge new bonds and find a new homeland. Bearing that in mind, the Legion is a fresh start for many, a place where they get to leave behind their past lives and begin a new chapter. Structure. In modern times, the Legion occupies the same importance for its motherland, carrying out dangerous operations with around 8,000 men under its wing from over 140 different countries. Up until the end of the Algerian War, the Legion's headquarters was based out of Sidi Bel Abbes, Algeria. However, today the unit operates out of Aubagne, France, with troops stationed in Corsica and in the south of France. The Legion is part of the French Army but has its own command chain, operating under 11 regiments, each with its distinct identity and defined roles. A big difference between the French Army and the French Foreign Legion is that the latter accepts non-French recruits from all over the globe, transcending boundaries and breaking barriers. Reports have shown that a large percentage of the recruits hail from Asia and Latin America. The Legion takes in males between the age of 17.5 and 39.5, as long as they don't have a criminal record. Under the Legion's flag, these men are given new identities. Interestingly, a Legionnaire can apply for French citizenship after 3 years of service. As for female Legionnaires, they were barred from service until the year 2000. However, an Englishwoman by the name of Susan Travers made history by joining the Free French Forces and serving alongside the Legion during the First Indochina War in Vietnam. Selection process. New recruits must clear a vigorous 15-week training program designed to transform them into brave men worthy of being in the Legion's ranks. The training focuses not only on strengthening the recruits physically, but sharpening their minds as well for the hardships that lie ahead. Recruits have to clear a series of sports tests, IQ tests, and medical tests before being selected. The lucky few who do clear the selection process are made to sign a 5-year contract and are sent off for training in Castelnaudary, where they will also obtain the legendary white cap, otherwise known as the Képi Blanc, a symbol for all that the Legion stands for. Upon completing training, the members can join any one of the 11 regiments. During their service, each member is expected to adhere to the unit's Code of Honor, which is recited in French only. The Code of Honor was first adopted by the Legion in 1980. The Battle of Cameron. Over the years, the Legion has gained recognition for performing great feats on the battleground. However, the Battle of Cameron remains a moment of great significance in the unit's history. Back in 1863, 65 valiant Legionnaires stood their ground in the face of 2,000 Mexican soldiers. Though the odds didn't seem in their favor, the men fought till their dying breaths. When the dust settled, only 5 of the original 65 were left standing. The bravery of these fearless heroes did not go unnoticed, as a monument stands in their honor in Cameron today. The words, "They were less than 60 opposed to a whole army. Its numbers crushed them. Life rather than courage abandoned these French soldiers," is engraved on the historical site and perfectly capture the unimaginable circumstances that the Legionnaires overcame on that day, setting a legendary example for those who came after them. Operation Daman. In modern times, Legionnaires embodied the same values of bravery and fearlessness by taking on several active missions. Members of the Legion have been taking part in Operation Daman since 1978, establishing France as one of the key contributors of the United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon. With over 800 soldiers deployed in Lebanon, the Legion plays an integral role in the region, shouldering the responsibility with the Force Commander Reserve. Operation Barkhane. Launched on August 1, 2014, Operation Barkhane aims to shoulder the responsibility of curbing terrorism in Mali, along with the G5 Sahel states, namely Niger, Chad, Mauritania, and Burkina Faso. To execute the mission, 5,100 Legionnaires were dispatched to Mali, equipped with helicopters, drones, and planes ready for battle. Interestingly, the operation serves as a successor to Operation Serval, which aimed to neutralize the threat posed by the jihadist forces responsible for illegal weapons sales and drug trafficking in the uninhabited parts of the Sahara Desert. The operation was carried out at the request of the Malian president in January 2013. Operation Harpy. First launch on February the 11th, 2008, Operation Harpy remains active to this day. It aims to put an end to illegal gold mining in the country. On the surface, the operation seems like a walk in the park, but make no mistake, the geographical landscape poses a significant challenge for the Legionnaires as they trek through dense rainforests for the sake of the mission. Under the scorching heat of the sun, along with 90 to 95% humidity during the rainy season, Legionnaires go toe-to-toe with Mother Nature itself. Earlier, in 2017, around 72 soldiers had to be called back from the field during active duty, owing to health concerns. What's more, the illegal miners themselves pose a significant threat. Given the financial stakes on the line, miners have been known to resort to violence in case of a crisis. Operation Titan. The 3rd Foreign Infantry Regiment bears the responsibility of acting as the Guyana Space Centre's guardians. Before and during each space launch, the regiment painstakingly carries out search reconnaissance patrols in regions around the launch area to make sure all goes smoothly under Operation Titan. In case of sensitive installations, the regiment takes care of any low-altitude aerial threats, serving as a backbone for the Space Centre's operations. Operation Sentinelle. Following the chaos that ensued in Paris back in January 2015, the French government launched Operation Sentinelle for the protection of its citizens. The attacks at that time were described as an act of war orchestrated by the Islamic State (IS) militant group. To avoid the loss of life, President François Hollande deployed 10,000 Legion troops across the nation. Out of the 10,000, 6,500 were stationed in Paris, tasked with protecting the city's most prominent sites, metro stations, nursery schools, and mosques. The operation marks the first wide-scale peacetime military operation on the country's soil. Operation Resilience. Under Operation Resilience, Legionnaires focus on lending a helping hand to their brothers in crisis. In case of casualties overseas, the Legion dispatches helicopter carriers to aid in the transport of patients. The Legion also stepped up during the recent coronavirus pandemic for the sake of the public and the country. Given the Legion's notable achievements, the unit has been forever immortalized. Folk songs, novels, and movies in French culture speak of the brave men who courageously fought under the Legion's flag for their homeland. A comic strip titled Croc ran from 1975 to 2012 and offered the public a closer look at a Legionnaire's life. making them understand why the Legion is seen as a place of new beginnings for otherwise disgraced members of society. And that's all about La Légion étrangère, the elite French military unit. If you like our content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and let us know what you think in the comments below. We'll see you soon with another video revealing interesting cases that border on controversy, secrecy, and mystery.